At this rate, I'll be married before I get to do anything again. I grumble. My parents are holding fast on the grounding. What we were previously referring to as my life is now being called a distraction. It's not about like whether or not people want to do it on an individual level. It's that they are encouraging this whole movement and Fiona starts to splutter and stumble, a rare occurrence for her. This whole sense of honour around being a virgin, that is completely bogus and sexist and is designed to control women. Hear, hear. We need to do something, Fiona says defiantly. They should be banned in school. I'm not sure if that's really good. Really our remit. No, she says fiercely, but I know what is. What happens next is nothing short of genius. Phi becomes a one-woman guerrilla war. If she spots somebody wearing a circle brooch, she goes over and starts talking to them. Then she pretends like there's a bit of dirt on their collar and acts like she's going to smudge it away. In that instant of her hand being on their collar, this tiny hole poked into the shirt by the pin heals in itself and the brooch falls out. 9 times out of 10, the girl doesn't even notice, and Fiona quickly snatches it away. That's really magic. Soon Fiona has a jacket pocket full of brooches, and she rattles them whenever she walks. Despite her joy, there's still an edge to our conversation, a loss of intimacy. She's sharper, spikier. It used to be that Lily didn't want to be left alone with me, and now it feels like Fiona doesn't. There's more Dublin talk than ever. Her audition for Trinity is in February, which will mark the beginning of her departure from Kilbeg and 1 whole year since she became my friend. Detention doesn't quite go like I imagined. Just when I think that I'll be able to do my homework for 2 hours, Miss Harris swoops in at the last minute. Detention is not study, she says. Detention is when you reflect on what you've done. Then she gives me a pile of bursting folders to sort out. There are mass sheets, the same yellowing A4 printouts that have been used and reused for every Christmas, Easter, Mass since I've been at the school. They are all out of order. Sort, staple and file. Heather grimaces when she sees what I have to do and suggests that we do it in her office over a cup of tea. What do you take? She calls from the kitchen. I have peppermint, ginger, chamomile or breakfast. That's tea. I want breakfast, obviously, because all other teas are disgusting. Saying so would be unsophisticated though. I have a weird urge to show Heather Banbury that I am worldly, or want to be. Chamomile, please. I start sorting, and before long I get that horrible dry sensation in my fingertips, the feeling of dust and paper. Heather doesn't talk to me at first. She tries to uphold detention as a serious thing. I sort out page after page of prayers. For some reason, the Ash Wednesday ones are the most mixed. The whole service seems extremely pagan. The black marks on the forehead, the burning of the palm fronds. Are you sorting? Heather asks naturally. Or are you reading? Sorting, I say. Not very convincingly. She arches an eyebrow. It's just interesting, isn't it? I continue, that we just accept that millions of people all over the world smudge their foreheads with ash every year. It's so witchy. Yep. And yet people think Wicca and magic is like one out way there. Like Wicca and magic, is like way out there. The difference, she says, is that Wicca is very take it or leave it, but people wage war over the idea of God. And conveniently, one big male god who has very specific opinions on coveting your neighbor's wife and lands. It's like, I wonder who came up with that ideology. Men. Men? Yes, men. There's a shift in the air, a slight warmth when she talks about magic. I remember that night on the hill with Aaron, the wind lifting behind her, the smell of copper, the sense that she knew. Are you, I begin, are you like this? Are you like me? Like you? How? Are you gifted? She pauses. Press her lips together. It's like she's trying to decide whether to laugh this off or take it seriously. I'm not sure what you mean, Maeve. I go back to the sorting and the mass sheets, reading about the body and the blood of Christ, and slowly try to peek into Heather Bambury's brain. I find her strand of light and try to follow it. I meet only the resistance, the feeling of bumping into an invisible wall at the boundary of a video game. Stay focused on the task at hand, Maeve, she says, her tone chiding but not annoyed. Oh, I think she knows. Rue texts me after detention to say that he can't drive me home tonight. That small private ceremony has been asked to do a gig last night at the Student Union bar. He asks if I can get the bus home instead. But I'm still grounded. Now I won't see you all weekend. He doesn't text back until midnight, when he tells me that he is sorry and that he has only just seen his phone. And that's the end of chapter 13. So at least Lil is talking to Maeve again, and they're becoming friends, and also Fi is talking, but she's cooling down, but they're all in their own worlds to me, it seems. So let's see whether that teacher has magic or something, a talent or a gift as well. I think so. That's why she's a counselor. Take care, stay safe, and until the next time. Bye-bye.